And since you love money so much, how about a lottery?
Well, the festival isn't so much for me as much as it is the people and other arrangements. But I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a lottery. I don't know how I feel about gambling per se, but
Oh,
something that we
well, I
can
thought you would
attach.
love to run a lottery.
Well, I don't get that money. That's a gamble. Gambling is not economically beneficial.
Oh,
but
She waves
no,
her hand. She
that's not
says,
how lottery works.
Vargas.
That's not how lottery works.
She says, Vargas is a broken man. I am not intimidated by him, but I hardly see how any of this would rehabilitate his name.
namely, with these donations that are being given to the company in order to help with the security of this town, we've offered them to add in with all of our advertising posters that they are also in part helping fund the company. This,
That seems
in
non-destructive.
appreciation.
That seems non-disruptive to me. If you want to advertise, I wouldn't stop you. But I wouldn't go as far as festivals or any sort of public speaking.
Cog is, thinking it over a little bit.
You must keep in mind, Vargas was vehemently opposed to Strahd's reign. We cannot have Velaki put that kind of affront out. Strahd might squash us like bugs.
Yes, it is a little early to start discussing things like that for sure. Give me some time. I'll come up with some propositions and see if we can't meet in the middle a little bit. After all, I've always been pretty good for my word, and looking at the company's reputation so far, we haven't let you down yet, have we?
She tilts her head a little.
Well, Cog, I do think you would have to come up with something else other than a festival. I really do not believe they would enjoy seeing them again here anytime soon.
Understandable. I'll pick some ears. We'll see what we can figure out.
Does that conclude Fiona?
I believe so. I think the only thing
Anything
I got left
else?
is a Stani. Unless they got my letter about the crap they needed to get. But I think
Cog got so many things to do.
I have been trying to get these things done for so long. I've been like, man, we've been out of town forever. I got all these business things.
I had Hector do like 3 different things, so that already feels like a lot for me.
Yeah.
Are you going to the Vistani?
Yeah, I think Cog's
They got your letter, but you can go if you want.
Yeah, Cog's probably gonna go and check in on that. And,
All right.
and discuss some possible things to bring. Things that can be sold. Just some different things that they probably pick his ear a little bit about. Some local stuff that can be used to make be good as an export.
Okay. So you arrive at the Vistani tent, and when you go in, you find Luvash administrating. And he turns and says, Craggit Cog, my friends, I received your letter. This business with dogs is very strange, very confusing. What are you doing?
It's called investments. You have to diversify your points of income at this point. The only way the company's going to get bigger is if the town makes bigger money. And if the town's making bigger money, eventually that's going to make it into the company's coffers and your coffers at the same time.
I make money trading in wine and jewels and valuables. You trade in dogs?
Well, unfortunately, this isn't a mine. It takes a little bit to find other different kinds of exports. Once the dogs get better sorted out, once they're properly trained and developed, we'll be able to give something a little more valuable in the long run. We're not talking just dogs. We're talking specialty dogs. We're talking dogs that hunters from all around will be purchasing in order to get, to aid in their business. But we're just looking at the early stages of a much more lucrative business.
Very well, my friend.
We're hoping in the near future to be able to get crops enough that they can start being exported by you, considering you're the only person who can leave this region. You, my friend, are going to be a very wealthy man if everything pitches out the way I'm hoping. But
What a
I
thought.
need something that can grow in this climate and be that can excel in Barovia?
I think I can find this. If Valakians need seeds, we can sell them at a reasonable price. And if you are actually capable of growing something here, which I do not believe you will be able to do, but if you are capable of it, I am intrigued. These exports might be worth something to us.
Exactly. And I'm looking to pull some strings right now as soon as we can get a hold of some individuals that I think will be able to make this land a little more fertile, as the organics would put it. Another matter, more importantly, I'm in need of something special for my R&D guy. He needs a lot more magical books to expand his capacity for magic and development.
That one I am not so sure about. I will keep my eye open for these things, but, well, let us say I do not believe the Valakians have the coin to afford magic.
Find what you can. Don't worry about payment. His parents are loaded, so I'm sure they'll be able to figure something out.
If I see something, I will tell you about it, but what specifically do you need?
The guy is self-taught, and I need something a little more educational for someone who's nitpicking old works by long-dead people. I need them cutting edge. Specifically, things involving the construction of war forges. Construction of magically created AI, artificially intelligent AI. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. It's no small task, and the price will reflect the risk, but if they can pay handsomely, they can have it. I'm sure I can find you something. It just may take time.
Of course, naturally. Time and money seem to be the major currencies in this region. That and things exploding. But yeah, so we'll keep that going. I'm hoping that things turn around a little bit in a sense that allow for better exports. I'll be talking with my staff and figuring that out soon. Dogs as well. I need some decent dog genes down here. So if you find a couple of actually trained dogs, bring them down. I'll give them to the Phils and we'll work it out from there.
I've already told my people, pick up some strays. If that pleases you, I can do it. It is little cost to me.
I need something a little more than strays. I need like professional dogs.
He rolls his eyes and he says, yes, of course, of course.
Right.
If Hector went with you to talk about the food you need,
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be shouting at you, mushrooms! Mushrooms equals sunlight!
I don't even, because those don't even come in seeds. They like germinate.
Valakian mushroom farmers.
Yes.
Just find me something that does well in dark climates that anything like
And wet. It is always raining in Barovia.
I am well aware. I have rust in places you don't even need to know about.
Indeed.
So good. Glad to touch base there. That's about it. Y'all take care. Keep me noted. Adios.
May the road rise to meet you, my friend.
Don't
He
get eaten
bids you
by
farewell.
dogs.
Dogs. He bids you farewell.
Yeah.
Does that cover Valaki?
Not so much.
So much.
That's the Phils at this point.
Does anybody else have anything that wanted to happen during all that?
Azrael is gonna inquire to Esmeralda because Von Richt, I forgot his name. The doctor is around here.
Von Richten.
And Von Richten is around these parts. And Azrael's gonna inquire if she wants to stay in a private area for now, or does she not care?
So you go to the church. Yeah.
For now, and then for now, and then I will go inquire.
Because
on
that's
the call.
where Arabelle is, and that's where you have your contact with Von Richten.
No, I'm asking Esmeralda if
Oh,
she
you're
wants
asking
to.
Esmeralda if she wants to
She
see
want
Von Richten?
if she wants to see Von Richten or she doesn't want to stay hidden because she is in town.
I do not even know what I would say to him. I think it is better that I leave him alone.
If you insist. No. Where's Cog?
I feel like there is something cognate. What else was there?
Well,
I think it's just
So
the
many
film.
things.
if
Ezreal.
yeah, who said that?
Did, Esmeralda.
Ah,
Did you
yeah.
intend to mention me?
If you don't want me, I won't. But
You
no,
do
I
not need
didn't.
to. He would probably be happier not knowing I'm here. But if I should come up for some reason, tell him Esmeralda said it should have been me.
Oh, see what I can do.
He will understand what that means. She kind of walks off and pretends to be looking at something somebody's selling.
Okay. Azra will kind of walk up to the church, and also this is out of character. Azra will have something to say to Cog if Cog will tell what happened with all those deals. But that's it.
That's it. That's it. I think Cog is pretty tight-lipped about his business stuff. So I think the only one who'd be able to spill the beans on that is probably Hector.
Or Melano.
Or Mel.
Or R&D related, anyways.
But, yeah, anything about those meetings, it would probably be Hector who would spill the beans on those.
Okay.
I mean, Hector didn't hear too much. He was more interested in telling everyone that we need to investigate what's got the workers spooked.
Hey, boss, can werewolves talk to wolves?
I think you've asked this before.
I feel like I was
Uh,
asked
you-
already.
You don't have one with you, so you don't know.
Dang it! Would have made life so much easier.
Um,
The next time you see Hector, Hector's gonna tell Cog, I think we should go with mushrooms.
Mushrooms. How many flavors come with a mushroom? You can't feed a town off mushrooms. Can you? I don't eat. Like,
You'd be surprised.
is there enough crap in mushroom? I mean, I guess we could go with that. I was thinking like grains and wheat and things people would want to buy. How profitable are mushrooms?
Well, I'm thinking about what can actually grow here with the lack of sunlight.
Just imagining Luvash coming back like, guess what? Mushrooms!
But I mean, I guess poison mushrooms would be valuable. That might work.
By the way, who knew
Counterproductive.
the...
No, you can't eat poison mushrooms, Cog.
I can't eat it all, Hector. Thanks for pointing that out.
Well, yeah, we need food for people.
We need food for money. Screw
We need them for people, Cog.
I'm trying to make an export here. They have enough food. Look, see? They're all fed.
Who knew 26 forms would equivalent... It would be the equivalent of 77 pages.
Wow.
how about Cog doesn't get us into debt?
There is no debt. We're fine.
Well,
I
Cog,
mean,
if you want,
2000.
Cog, if you
I don't
want
know this
a
stuff.
mushroom export, I've heard dried mushrooms are very, very good for making soup.
That's
Damn.
true. That would work profitably. And we still need to cut down trees, but we'd be able to keep a lot of the trees because shrooms grow on trees, right? I don't understand.
Well, we're already cutting
organics.
down trees. We're already cutting down trees to make a path.
Right. So we can keep the other ones. Who runs
Okay.
the agriculture in this town?
It's very
How can I
independent.
find people to start growing mushrooms?
You gotta get the spores first. So
We gotta get them from.
Azrael walks
Vistani.
into the church. You find that Von Richten is actually talking to Arabelle. When he sees you, he falls silent and stands up. He puts his hand on his sword cane, but he doesn't like move in any threatening way. He just holds it.
Did I
He waits for
spoil
you
it?
to speak.
Did I spoil the mood?
I'm always a little on guard when I don't know why someone approaches me. Do we have business still?
Well, I did ask you to teach me things about monster hunting.
And I refused, if I recall correctly.
That you did. I would like to try again to ask you if you are willing to teach me.
Very well. You've tried, and I refuse again. You wouldn't want my help, friend,
Why not?
because people who get close to me die. That's why Arabelle here only sees me every day or so.
Well, what if I promise not to get close to you?
You'd have to be close if I were to teach you something.
Well, that sounds kinky.
God, get out of here. I've heard tales. Are you willing to hear my tale out?
I don't see what good it would do me. Better that I don't know. What if some vampire charms me and wants to know all of your history?
There's nothing special to my history. Only that it's similar to yours. Really.
Yeah, I have a sense that you're a hunter of some kind or other. Though you don't know half as much as what you should if you're going to be in this business.
Well, that's why I would like to learn from the best.
Not from me.
Again, why not? What's stopping you?
If I were to work with you, one day you would wake up and you'd be a corpse. And you wouldn't even see it coming. Neither would I. It would just happen.
Respectively, I'm halfway there. It's not a big deal.
I can't put you in danger. I save people. I don't kill them.
I can't help but think of Cog pitching it again from across the room, going, "Hey, that's not how dying works."
Just cogs here.
Well, I assure you,
Trust me, you're better off without me.
I assure you, I don't need saving. I think I'd save more if I were to be stronger and knowledgeable.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Is he dead? I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
The undead.
Persuasion. Oh no, that's perception, sorry. Ignore that. Persuasion is -3. Wow.
He says, "You're not getting another word out of me. I've given you my answer. Leave me alone." He shoulders you and he leaves.
Esmer. Oh, does he just walk away?
Mm-hmm.
Could I get. Does it seem like I have another word
Now
to
he's
get in
rushing.
the. Okay. Well, I'll try another day.
Arabelle is still sitting there and she looks at you and says, "I'm sorry about him. I think, if it makes you feel any better, I think he really is trying to help you. I think there are probably some things about his past that He won't even tell me, but I can see that he's tortured by them. I think he doesn't want to pass that on.
Well, if he listens to you, then I would like you to pass on a word if he's willing to listen.
I would do that for you.
A girl Esmeralda, of the name of Esmeralda, would like to pass on a message on him to him. To say that it should have been her.
Arabelle looks very far away behind you.
Esmeralda, not Arabella, sorry.
Yeah. But Arabelle looks kind of very far away, almost like she's looking through you. And then she says, I understand. I'll tell him when the time is right.
Okay. How are you faring here, all things considered?
I have a sense that the devil may no longer be looking for me. But I'm happy to stay here as it's been my home for some time now.
What's giving you that sense?
I don't know, but I don't feel the darkness anymore.
Perhaps it's the doing of this hollow place, I think.
I'd like to say that he failed at whatever he was trying to do. But something tells me he may have just found another road when the one in front of him was blocked.
Curious. I'll keep that in mind. I'll be going then.
Keep
Good luck
safe,
to you.
Azrael.
You too.
One more thing.
Well,
I
I
promise.
was gonna ask,
Uh,
since what's Nyx doing? Since a lot has happened in this meantime.
I assumed she was working on her spell book.
I
Oh,
assume
yeah, I
we're
forgot
taking
that.
half.
yeah. But
I forgot that.
Yeah. So Cog wants to speak to Victor real quick.
The cog's gonna appear after Azriel leaves.
Yeah. Well, no, no, Victor, his R&D guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I think Victor's.
I was thinking Von Richten, right?
I think Victor's up in his attic, and you'd find him there eventually. Probably be one of the first places you'd look.
Yeah. Cog like pulls down the ladder, knocks on the wall. Like, how's my R&D kit?
He says, "Don't open the door," and then he comes and he gets the door to the study that he made. And then he says,
Oh. Nice
"You're
to meet
back.
you. I am.
I've gotten used to your correspondences by mail, or at least through Blinsky."
I'm a busy guy. How goes getting the other bits and pieces for the other parts for the folks listed?
Well, which parts do you mean?
The communication devices for you, your mother, and the list of folks I sent you when I talked about making more of them.
Well, those shouldn't be too hard. It's a matter of time. We need to be able to gather the special components, but since it's just me and my own family, I can get that myself.
That's fine. That's fine. Hoping to get you some better reading materials. I'm gonna have to twist the Vistani a little bit, but hopefully they find something that'll help you out in your research. So.
I'm afraid that Blinsky and I working together with so many projects and so many costs is probably going to eat into the company budget.
We're good for it. Don't worry. You gotta bleed a little bit before the money starts coming in.
Well, I'll update you on it the next time I get a chance.
Good. How has research gone for the development of constructs?
I think it would be key for us to have a model Blinsky tells me about a clockwork man. If you could find him, it would help.
We're working on it. I'll make sure you have your notes on that. I have a little side project to go along with that. Soul transfer. It ties in a little bit with the constructs, but hypothetically speaking, if you wanted to transport a soul from, say, drifting in the ether or from one body and put it in another, that's kind of what we're looking to look at, or that's what I'm kind of wanting to look at.
Oh, Cog, I'm talented with magic, but that might be far beyond me.
Well, just keep an open mind, see what you can find out for me.
I'll look into it. Kazan wrote about almost everything in his spellbook. He truly was an archmage. Probably on the edge of lichdom, if I had to guess.
I have no idea who that is, but I'll take your word for it.
Of course.
Aside from that, we're hoping to maybe start working on... I need a way to make these dogs better faster, and if I have to use magic to do it, let's do it. So
What is it up with you and dogs?
Magically
Well,
trained
they're good for
dogs.
security, and they're the only export I have right now until we get these mushrooms figured out.
Maybe if we had someone who could speak to them.
I know, right? Except they're all the way back in Crescent because I'm an idiot and didn't think about that.
That's not really my wheelhouse, Cog.
I know it's not your wheelhouse. Just talking more growth manipulation. Maybe help them grow a little faster. Something like that. That's fine. Just keep what you're doing. You're doing great. Let me know when you've got those other pieces done. I already have the one shipped out. So, appreciate you. You're gonna be really responsible for a lot of good things happening in this town.
Well, just as long as you leave me some time to spend with Stella.
I think you'll have plenty. If things work out the way I'd like to, I'm sure you'll have plenty of that. So.
All right. I'll get on it, Cog.
Yeah. Don't die or get eaten or whatever.
He returns to his work. He seems to become absorbed in it right away.
Yeah. And that's it. I think Cog did like one tour with the Phils to make sure everything's going. Probably collect some cash
The
from
pills.
stuff.
The Phils.
But that's it. I think that's
Yeah, the
pretty much
Phils
it.
recruited a few people. They recruited like 4 new guys because you told them to, and they've got the dogs trained up to the point where they can do a little bit of guard duty.
Okay, cool.
Profits 0.
I want to see if maybe we can test some of them out, but I kind of prefer they know how to bite people first.
They kind of want you to give them another like 4 gold a week to cover the new guards.
We could probably pull that off, but
Like starting now.
yeah, I understand that.
The
The town
Oh,
is
boy.
supposed to be paying us, but we're working that out with the locals, which yeah, we're working on it. Fine, here's 4 gold.
All right, the Phils accept.
We're wondering why.
I feel like Cog might be digging himself into a hole.
No, he is.
It's alright. Once we get these mushrooms figured out, things will go great.
Oh, he is hopeless.
Aren't we also supposed to see some growth in money from the winery still? We haven't seen anything from her yet.
To ship that wine out, okay? Anyone who's run a business knows that you're gonna be tight for a little while.
I don't think they owed you any of the wine profits, did they?
I thought they did. I thought there was a
I gotta look at my
contract.
contracts.
Was that in the contract?
Let's see.
I don't know if I said full, because I don't know if they would have agreed to full. I know it was something about winemaking rights.
I know that they said the agreement to their ability with the Ravens.
Yeah, hang on, I gotta look at complete contracts.
I think the big payment was the whistle.
were
this
two
fire
contracts.
launcher.
There was the one to get the druids out, and then there was the one to get rid of Helter Skelter or whatever.
Oops, I just realized.
Did you
I
make the launcher up?
Not yet. Not yet. Ah, hold on. That was. I think that was the.
Red House Exchange.
I think this one I sent you is the larger version.
Okay.
What's?
Did you write this yourself? You made up a launcher?
Yeah.
Nice.
I also just took into consideration. Oh wait,
Maybe
I
that could happen.
forgot.
I have to
Oh.
look it over.
I kind of forgot to take into consideration. Oh wait, no, we're talking about one for an arm, not for two people to man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, this is what I have for the first job, which was the extermination of the blight infestation, extermination of all druids, extermination of all poorly made bird constructs, extermination of one suspected hag. Upon termination, the client of the Wizard of Wine will supply the following: 4 shipments of high-quality wine to be delivered to the CCASC security office in Vallaki. Enlisted service by one family member into the Craggett Cog Security Company. We waived that. And an annual fee of 10 gold a month for 2 years.
okay.
That's right. I brought receipts.
So I mean that's a monthly thing, so that's gonna take a while. Is that Barovian months?
Oh no. Oh
Their
no.
lunar cycle
no.
is every 2 weeks.
Well, that's better for us.
Oh, that's better for us.
I think you intended 4 weeks though, so that's probably what the contract is gonna follow.
Oh, we could say 2 weeks. We could say 2 weeks.
Alright, maybe we'll make it the 2 week cycle then.
We didn't know it was. We didn't know they were a 2 week cycle for a month.
What is up with these backwater Barovians?
Yeah, Barovia's got weird cosmology.
Cog, it's better than 4. It's better than 4 weeks. Okay, it's better than 4
Alright,
weeks.
you're right, you're right,
in
you're right.
Faerun. Don't question it.
More money.
More money.
Yeah.
Does this wrap up Vallaki then? Did we finish Vallaki?
I think we
Unless
finished with the lock-
Og remembers something else to do.
I think you must have spent at least 2 hours in Vallaki.
No, still has to meet her R&D department partners.
Yes, Cog dropped
What is she doing?
Mel off at Blitzky's.
Probably have enough time between everything Cog's done.
Yeah, what does she do?
I'm sorry. This was
Oh,
the
wait.
episode I've been waiting for.
It's not just Blinsky though, Jasmine. She also has to meet Victor too.
Oh well.
Oh, no.
Yeah, hasn't she already met Victor? Because I think Victor was the
No.
one who pointed to Melina to us.
I think
wait.
so, yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of. Like she met, but didn't know that he worked for the company as well.
Yeah.
That's right. Story-wise, she did meet Victor.
But I could say that, Cog showed up at Blinsky, said, Blinsky, this is Mel, this is Blinsky, I gotta go.
Blinsky says, it's good to meet you. Have toy for you. Would you like? Make you smile.
Melino's going to examine said toy.
He takes you to a shelf, and sitting on the shelf is a ventriloquist dummy that is functional, but looks like Stradvan Zarevich.
Melino sort of has PTSD to her moment in the fog for a moment.
I can see you are stunned with joy.
I think I'll pass.
Cog just reaches over and says, what he lacks in social capacity, he makes up for in ingenuity. Just take the toy and nod your head.
Melino's glaring at Cog. As she is forced to basically take it, she just sticks it in her bag and plans to burn it later.
Yeah.
I am sure someday you meet the Count himself. He will be very appreciative when he sees this.
You bet he will, Blinsky. Yeah, so,
I'm sure. Cog says that you have been the current head of R&D, right?
I have been tinkering here and there where I can be helpful. My real passion is making things for the children.
I see. How about you run me through some of the things Cog's been having you work on? And not children related, please.
The ones that didn't explode.
You'd have to remind me which things you've asked him for up to this point, because I don't remember all of them.
More recent.
The exploded heart.
Yeah.
Caught up on a lot of Cog's manufacturing requests. Except for the flamethrower launcher thing you were talking about.
We'll work on that later. I got
yeah.
blueprints.
Okay.
I'm working on those.
What do you mean you have blueprints?
I'm working on it, alright?
Okay, alright.
I just finished putting together an entire book of HR forms. Let me get one thing at a time, man.
Oh, you need to give Azrael his form.
I already did give him. Well, no, wait, no, I haven't given him his form yet. Dang it! Oh,
God.
Workers harassment.
No.
Oh,
Actually, it's a mental health form.
okay, actually, I do have one of those for you, Iggy. I do have a workers harassment one, but one related to your arm actually is the more important.
I think about the arm, you already sent me one.
Oh, I did. You're right. My brain's buzzing all of a sudden. Anyways, yeah, show me more recent stuff.
I think the last thing you had him make was that wrist blade, right?
Yeah, but I think he's working on explosive bats now. I thought he said crows, but I guess it's bats.
They might have been bats or ravens. I'd have to check.
Yeah. Either one works. He doesn't care what the package looks like. It just matters they explode.
Yes, intended for delivery of messages. His great idea, is not?
Indeed. Really good. The exploding ones are really good too. We just need them to explode, say, on contact with things, not at random.
It was mechanical ravens, yeah.
Mel is looking at Cog as like she blinks several times.
In my defense, he came up with the message delivery. I just found it neat that some of them exploded.
He's my big new project.
It's a brilliant idea. The man's a miracle worker.
And why stop at 2 types? Maybe 3rd type that sings opera.
Yeah, I'm sure those will sell somewhere. Oh,
It's good distraction.
Talk to Bastani about selling those toys outside the mist.
Melina clears her throat.
Yes, have already organized this. I think it will be a big source of revenue.
I hope so. What were you saying, Mel?
I think we're going to put a pin in some of these project ideas for right now.
Well, I mean, you gotta keep Blinsky busy. If he gets busy, he gets depressed. Depressed Blinsky is just sad.
That's where we're going to put exploding raven bats, rats on the back burner for right now.
Is something more important than exploding ravens?
Yeah, what you said.
I'm sure you've heard about this. We are trying to work on creating artificial hearts. And other things that would maybe be helpful are...
Yes. Blinsky was
Ross.
just telling Mr. Cog that this project is very doable within 10 years.
Well, we're gonna need to work on this a little bit sooner. Maybe 3 days.
Perhaps the great Fritz von Weir could do it. I don't know if I can do as well as him. This is new area for me. If I had his great creation in Ravenloft, perhaps this give me ideas.
Great. What great creation?
He once made a clockwork man to act as a fool, a jester, for a woman of some taste and means.
Mel's gonna turn to Cog real quick and is like, "Where's Victor? Can we have a we need a team R&D meeting now."
What is Melano going to be suggesting?
You know, I didn't realize why this didn't come in my head earlier, but I just realized Hector's probably going to be the one that has to put the heart inside of Basilka.
I'm just wondering what Melano's suggestion is, because I think we might be treading water with some of the things that you're trying to work on, so I want to make sure.
I'm now also creating a blueprint for the heart, so give me a moment.
Oh boy.
Let me go look into the heart anatomy real quick. And then Warforged anatomy.
I will stipulate that she is capable of giving them ideas to try to help them with this. I think the main problem is this is like really beyond their abilities.
We already have like 2 or 3 things we might need to grab from there.
They're full
If we
steam
even
ahead
can.
on trying to figure out how to make all means of automatons at this point. So my question is, if we've wrapped up Velaki, did you have an appointment you needed to make?
Oh yeah, you guys had some.
Because it's...
I got a little caught up with it, so. And this isn't too good, so I can let
Well, if she's not feeling well, would she like to stop here?
honestly, she's already passed out.
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
in that case, we should
Okay, we
probably
should
end the
probably-
session.
hey. Wait a minute.
This was a lot.
Yeah, well, we covered all the Velaki stuff.
I mean, at the rate you go, it might be pretty soon.
Oh,
You know,
boy.
those mushrooms might come in pretty fast.
I forgot how. I forgot how much anatomy there is to a heart.
Just about
Complicated.
now, Azrael is glad he has his own money.
Oh,
I think-
Hector spent all of his money giving Einar armor.
Because I feel like
I think I'll say that they deliver a couple more letters to you, so I'll send those for you to read over the interim.
Oh boy.
Let me check what the last one was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite a session.
That was.
Currently looking into the anatomy of a warforged.
There's actually like real mechanical hearts that people get, like transplants. From
Yeah,
what
no,
I
I'm
know.
trying to find those
Yeah.
too.
I think your biggest problem here is that she's flesh and well, she's flesh rather than
She's flesh rather than console
Metallic.
Yeah.
metallic.
Yeah.
No.
I think she's mostly made of flesh.
I feel like
He's a
the
flexible
Abbey, the Abbey putting a heart in her is more symbolic than anything.
Probably.
Yeah, that's mostly what's going on.
I mean, Hector might be the one that has to put it in surgically.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
But does she want to be steel?
Let's see. I mean, you could be going through all this effort, and she would just say no. And then burning all this money and stuff. Well, I don't think we can kill the abbot.
So far, the idea is the metal material needs to be either of mithril or adamantine.
Oh, that's not easy to get.
Oh, that's
Good luck with that one.
I'm
Just make some stainless steel.
I'm also thinking it'll take about 3 days, 8 hours each day of crafting. Specifically, so far at my current level, anyways, as an artificer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh boy.
That was that our longest session?
Yes.
I think so.
That was really long. It was like I feel like that was 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh
That was a
man.
marathon.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the group that I'm in for Curse of Strahd who plays like 12-hour sessions in person.
Wow.
I guess
Wow.
I just feel pretty crazy.
There's also-
It's funny that a lot of this ended up just being COG stuff he needed to do in Milwaukee towards
Yeah,
the
there
end.
was a lot of communication. Like negotiating and
Yeah, no, it
But I feel
takes a
like-
lot.